But you asked me to show up, and that. What is why? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why?
What are you talking about? There's nothing on the screen.
He's pot belly. He's like, he can't even grab his dick with the arms.
Nobody's gonna see it, buddy. No one's. It's just we're backstage right now.
Why is my head so fat? I don't.
Well, that's nature and your parents.
My head is not that big. It's not that big.
I mean, if I didn't know that wasn't your body and your head together, like I would think that was you laying on a tree enjoying the sun.
No, I have better legs than that. That is somebody who needs more protein in their diet.
That's what you defend, the legs. Okay.
I do. No. You were early with it. You didn't even do it at the right time.
Did it? It sounded perfect in my ears.
Did it? No, it's behind over.
Matt's not here.
I still refuse to do this on Wednesdays. I'm not. Why is it still a minute, Scott? It's been like 3 years.
Because I'm important. I got to give people time to come in.
I'm sorry. How many channels? How many channels do you have? Successful channels right now?
None.
Yes, I have 2. I had 2. I'm growing 2 channels right now.
And how many subs on each?
Together they equal yours.
Yeah, they don't.
Yes.
No, they
might be. I think a couple hundred off, but it's quickly approaching.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. No, we're great.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, feel it.
No, I don't want to feel it. I don't want to take it. This is embarrassing.
Marketing! Enjoy the silence.
My head isn't that big. Is it? Well, I mean, the other head.
No, I mean his head is huge. He believes he is the next coming. Jake D in the house.
I'm coming, all right. I'm definitely.
Okay, that's weird.
What?
2 dudes just talking, and you throw that out there.
I am an up and coming YouTuber with successful channels.
Yeah. 2 successful channels.
That's
my
right.
ass.
2.
Oh my God, he made it on time, and I forgot you have to turn off. What's his name? Culture Casino's 95. Oh, oops. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. My bad. My bad. Welcome to Sporky News Podcast. It is Saturday night. Yeah, really disappointed in you right now.
I was freaking editing, and I did not look.
No, it's fine. I mean, no one responds in the DM.
I did.
The reason I called Walton is because no one showed up. I was like, no one's showing up. I better call somebody. And I know Walton will be like, oh God, I can't wait to go on a successful channel.
What? I thought that you wanted me here because you wanted me here.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
but I'm here now.
Yeah. All right. Take care, Steven. No. Have a great night. So anyways. All right, everybody. Welcome to Sporky News. It is Saturday night. We are going to be talking some different topics tonight. We're talking Satan in Hollywood. We're talking Alec Baldwin faces really no charges for shooting somebody.
That felt derivative. You said we're going to talk about Satan in Hollywood, and we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
it's one and the same there.
Is that kind of an oxymoron? Is that an oxymoron? No.
It's derivative. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Big word, derivative. It's not. Okay, anyways. Hail, thank goodness Ryan Cannell had Harry Potter Expert Sporky News Podcast on his channel on Monday. I did. I was on. Ryan was nice.
Without me?
Yeah, Ryan. Well, look, I paid for it pretty much. I sent $2 super. I said two. He announced that he was doing it on like Sunday, I think, and I sent $2 super chats. Saying, he was like, with Nerdrotic, with Quarter Black Garrett, with blah, blah, blah. And I said, and Sporky News Podcast. And he was like, really? Okay. And then I did it again. And he was like, are you trying to like get yourself on here? I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. So then I had joined his channel for $2.99. So it cost me or $4.99, I think. It cost me $8.99 to be on a live stream with like over 4K, but I did a good job. And he said when he does up more Harry Potter streams, because there's going to be a series, he'll have me back. And that's on record because I just said it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
The ass-kissing extraordinaire, guys. This is how you bother people to get on live streams. Take notes, future YouTubers.
Yes.
Scott's been doing it for years, and this is how successful he's become.
Yep. I'm getting there. I mean, I think I even need to go deeper into that ass.
What?
You need to probe a little bit more. Tell them it doesn't matter how they feel. Just accept it. Just take it.
Do you have the right audio selected, Walton?
Walton. He sounds fine on mine.
It sounds a little roomy.
Roomy. Check your audio, Walton. Let's be professional, please.
Right? Because he's like, take notes, future YouTubers, except for my audio.
Wow, Clay, that hurts. That hurts. I love you. You know that.
I get it.
He's a sporker. He's a sporker, a channel member, and still will only stay.
Sounds like he's a matter.
Well, he probably is because you're on my channel more than I am. Wow. That's fine, though. I appreciate that. I'm going to come back to Jake D's question, but we have Soul Sounds. Yeah, you can check out that video where I simp harder than most. I think I did an excellent job. Excellent. You know what happened after that? And I know you're going to say, oh, he does, but Quarter Black Garrett followed me on Twitter because, he knew me then because the way you kiss ass for Dick's division, I did it on Ryan's.
Yeah, we follow each other as well. In fact, I did the thing where who looks at your Twitter the most, and he was actually number one.
Yeah, can I say that
all the time?
That is the most bullshit thing I've seen yet.
You don't think Quarter Black is the number one viewer of my Twitter?
Well, I mean, he's probably the only, but what I'm saying is like, there's people out there that have me on theirs, and no disrespect to them, but if I am like their number 4, like, I'm sorry, because like there are people that I only check once in a while, and then I did it, and I'm like, no way these maybe bigger YouTubers are like number 8 on mine, but maybe they are. So I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello everyone. Yeah. Texans don't kiss ass.
True.
Yeah.
We lick it.
We get deep in it. So how you been, Mad? What's going on with you, man?
Doing good, man. Gonna have to start doing Rumble exclusives, but nobody watches uploaded videos on Rumble. It's all live stuff.
All live streams. Yep.
So we're gonna start airing our movies with mad recordings on Rumble live, and then I'll edit it for YouTube.
We'll have to talk about that because I love Rumble.
Oh, okay.
I love Rumble. I'm sorry. I was hearing something else in my background. I apologize if I cut you off.
I could use more followers over there at Rumble.
Well, share your Rumble.
Yeah, I will in a minute.
I don't know if I'm following you on Rumble.
I doubt it.
I set up a Rumble.
Dude, Rumble has been treating us well over here at Sporky News Podcast. Rumble, throughout the show, more people are watching us on Rumble than they are on YouTube. So if we get like 3 something on YouTube, we'll get like about 4 something on Rumble.
Nice.
And then throughout the week, more people check it out on Rumble. I think Rumble's the way to go, man. And I believe super chats over there are 100% the creators.
Oh, that's better. That's a lot better.
I could be wrong on that. Something is 100% the creators when it comes to money over there. I don't know if it's the ads, But Walton, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Growing channels, guys. If you're making YouTube channels out there, shorts. That's the way to go.
Yeah, I got to get back into that.
Yeah, I got.
Stop telling them the secrets. They're gonna outgrow us.
Oh, my bad. But
everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
doing pretty good. Working a lot, driving. My work days have been consisting of driving 6 hours a day this week, so I'm a little tired. But I'm here. You asked me here. You wanted to talk about the devil.
Yeah, I do. Hey, I'm your 10th follower, Mad.
Oh, nice.
I'm your 10th follower. Go. I apologize. I didn't realize you had a Rumble. But cool. Guys, please, let's get him up to 20 at least.
Yeah, because I'm not eligible for a custom URL for some reason.
I think it's up to, you have to have 100 maybe?
That's not true. I have one on my other channel. And
I don't.
Like 5.
On Rumble?
Yeah.
Oh, I just know that I sent a tweet with Rumble attached to it, and they verified me that day and made it. Yeah, so you're awesome. Great.
I'm following you now, Mad. I'm following you around. I'm stalking your Rumble.
You.
You're welcome.
So we're going to be I was going to talk about the satanic Hollywood first, but Jake put this in here. Biggest Baldwin question has always been, why the heck was live ammo? Oh no, he's right. What the heck was live ammo doing on the set at all? Still can't wrap my head around that. Like,
yeah,
go
Maybe.
ahead, please.
The only way I can see it is because, you'll have some shots where you can actually see them load live ammo into the cylinder. But
I don't think you're allowed to have live ammo on a set.
Well, they didn't get in trouble for that. I'm pretty sure, yeah. or I don't know.
No,
But it
they
wasn't
were just
live
like
ammo though.
No, they had live ammo where they were like shooting it like between takes
that's
and
right,
shit,
yeah.
like doing stupid.
Oh.
Yeah, that whole Alec here. I think I might have a little bounding into comics article that we could look at, and then we'll go into Satanic Hollywood.
Close your eyes, Walton.
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Not on this channel, Walton. We love bounding over here.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, so
Well, I
Alec
like the
Baldwin.
guys.
I do too. I do too.
You're
I
allowed
love
whatever bigots you prefer.
now, Walton.
Wow.
Walton. There. You're supposed to teach people. What you're doing is causing people to dig
See,
in.
I wasn't going to say shit, and then you.
No, you just said the bigot thing yourself. Well, you can talk about that at the devil point where you got all up in your panties.
Okay.
I don't even know what happened. I just know I saw a message in the Wednesday secret duper secret. And like, we're never using bounding again.
Yeah,
Ever.
I'm not.
Unless Scott says we have to.
yeah, exactly.
Well, the law says I do it.
I mean, look, if you find articles somewhere, but if I put a bounding article in there, you could use it with like
I'm not going to like come at this every single week.
you shouldn't. You
No,
shouldn't.
There's no point in it.
You know, people misunderstand Wicca. Is it Wicca?
Wicca.
I think-
Any type of neo-paganism was attacked.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of this guy, but I need to introduce you to my buddy Jesus. He's my bro.
Jesus,
That's
I'm
cool.
down with. Dude, I've been watching The Chosen from Angel Studios about the life of Jesus, like in his teaching. Bro, if that dude could be my Jesus, he plays what I in my head imagine Jesus to be. Just
Like a bro.
like a bro, dude, like a guy who gets it. He was a carpenter. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He like
Right.
worked.
My favorite story about Jesus from the Bible is at the wedding, you know?
Yes.
And it highlights the need for community, the need
Yep.
for talking to people and
Social.
interacting. And
Yep.
not even with, the focus being on religion or, politics or life or just, having a conversation.
Yeah.
And also, drink. Drinks are good because I tell you this, I've had more meaningful conversations at a bar with people than I ever had at church because church is so buttoned up a lot of times and it's, by the number, especially those Catholics, my God. But no, but there's not a lot of air to grow there. You know what I mean? You can hear
I
a
get
message,
that.
but not interact with the message.
But see, if you understand, I am not a churchgoer, but I'm a believer in Jesus, Jesus Christ.
Right.
He said, wherever you are, if there are, if you are honest and willing to pray and be like, think of his teachings and think of him, you are your own church with, yourself and at least one other. Like he believed
that was the way I
that's
understood
anywhere. Yeah. The problem is people twist everything.
And then people read it was like, oh, okay, so we need to build more churches. We need
Yes,
to
and
make
get rid of
like,
women.
No, that's not
Yeah.
what I was. Well, that part, yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, he had students that were women, which were like out of left field. Like that was blasphemy. He was all about the meek inheriting the earth, but it's really the earthly pains and sorrows
Right.
and tragedies we go through. All are going to happen. And God, why does God let this happen? Well, it's part of life. It's what happens afterwards.
Right.
So it's not my job to judge you it's my job to accept that you are who you are and I am who I am.
Well, even with by the way, in the chat, so Revelation 1,
It's not a gospel.
All the gospels were written anonymously, right?
Right.
They're all written in Greek. Paul, even how many letters? So there's only so many of Paul's letters,
Right.
that are not certified, but that are agreed upon,
Verified, yeah.
by both the apologist and academia, right?
Yep.
And there's a few where even you can see writings way back, when it all first started, they were like, yeah, this is some bullshit. I'm paraphrasing, but
No, I think
Yeah.
he said that exactly. The scholars, this is bullshit.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they think whoever wrote the Gospel of John wrote Revelations as well.
Yes. Yeah, I guess so. But it's, is that what he said? Wrote? Because I thought he said isn't Revelations the Gospel of John?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, look, like Mark, like they weren't his actual disciples that wrote it. I think the earliest one was maybe
Mark,
and it was like what,
yeah.
50 years after he died or 30?
Maybe.
Somewhere,
I think maybe 50. Yeah.
Okay. A lot of it was like, someone finally put down what people were spreading.
So you're talking about the Q source, right? In German, Q means source. So the Q, which is what they think that they based Mark on. It was Mark, then Matthew, then Luke, and then John came in like a Casino Royale, reboot of
you also
the entire
had
story.
The other agnostic gospels, like
the Apocryphal.
Mary. Yeah, Mary, Judas, all that. Those are pretty interesting to read.
They are. There's a guy, Joel M. Hoffman. He is a expert in ancient Hebrew or whatever, and he has a book called The Bible's Cutting Room Floor, which is very interesting. Has
what
a lot
a great
of stories
name!
Has a lot of stories in there that didn't make it to the Bible. He has I think 3 books, and a lot of it's about the translations and how we got to the Bible that we know of today.
Right. That's cool.
Well, King James really changed a lot. So
yeah, and he didn't get everything. I mean, they didn't get.
He's like, look, I want to kill my wife. I mean, divorce my wife. Henry too. I'm leaving the Catholic Church. But it's interesting because I feel that when Christians, yes, you could read, there are pretty harsh rules in the Old Testament, but if you listen to what Jesus says and not put your own spin on it, but listen to what it is saying, it's pretty much the weak, the people that are treated like shit will inherit God's kingdom if they believe.
I do love how when the New Testament comes around, it's kind of like Jesus coming in and calm me down, drunk dad.
Yeah, it's like dad had a kid late in life, and he finally calmed down and he was like, no, it's not all, like eye for an eye still goes, but that's under judicial law. That's not like,
he's not sending bears after kids who are making fun of a bald guy,
Right. Right.
That's Old Testament.
But that's the thing. And it is what it is, the way that churches change, or Ben, because we are all sinners, and it don't matter if they're holy or not, and they make mistakes. So like you try to stick to what you believe and interpret what the readings are. Now in Wicca, give us a little taste of what is the spiritual foundation.
Spiritual foundation for my belief system that's an amalgamation of several different beliefs from the old religions of Europe. Mostly mine are centered around the Celtic traditions, but it's neo-paganism. It's based off of the previous beliefs, pre-Christian Europe, and it's earth-based. It's we look at the cycle of the year. We look at God as everything around us. It is nature. It is the sun. It
like
is the universe.
Astronomy shit. Like I'm a Leo. What does that mean in your religion?
That's astrology.
Okay, astrology.
Dick. That shit's voodoo. Go ahead.
That shit's right though, bro.
It could be.
It's basically centered on all of the wheel of life, which is life, death, rebirth. Everything is a cycle. That's why we look at the wheel of the year, and it's the amazing similarities between our beliefs and Christianity, and as far as the holidays that you practice,
we took them over, baby.
The resurrection of the sun, everything around the Yuletide, Christmas to Easter, Ostara. One of the reasons why Halloween is so despised and has been for over 1,500 years is because it was one that couldn't get taken.
Candy corn.
They tried with Old Saints. They tried with New Saints Day. They did try with
November 1st.
Well, but it didn't take. And that's the end of our year. Like it is a nature-based belief system, and the way that it was explained to me.
Fall's the harvest, right?
The way that this is third harvest.
Okay.
The way that I was taught was it's basically a skeleton, and you can apply upon that skeleton all of the different philosophies that you wish to. For instance, there are times when I pray to Christ.
Yeah, you
Jesus
do.
is a God, is a representation of the divine in my belief system, just as many others are, from ancient to new. And so really it's pretty easygoing. There are Wiccans out there who take it hard-lined, and I understand because I grew up as a fervent pagan when I was younger. When you look back in the pages of history and you see how my ancestors have been hunted, killed, tortured,
misrepresented,
raped, genocide committed against them, misrepresented, then you look at that and you say, hey, these people aren't high and mighty with their preaching, what they're saying. They're not high and mighty. They're supporting standards and beliefs that have been the causes of genocide, the cause of slavery. There are many different horrible things that have happened in the past.
Right.
But as you grow older and mature, as all people should do, you also have to look at society today, where it has come from. And one of the greatest experiences for me coming into the Fandom Menace and getting to meet people like you and getting to meet other YouTubers, because most of the people in this a lot of the people in this indie sphere are either conservative or Christian conservative, was getting to understand that there in any group is always a loud minority of bigoted, awful, hardline, staunch people. They're the loudest ones, and those are the ones you hear, just like the loud blue-haired weirdos on Twitter. They don't represent all liberals. They don't represent liberal ideology, but they're the loudest and the most obtuse, and they get the most attention because of that. And being able to become friends and know conservatives and Christians in this indie sphere has taught me that it was the loud ones that I heard for the longest time. I've been blessed to meet so many different people of different faiths who traditionally don't like me because of mine, that are just regular people hanging out.
Right.
We got the same values.
Do you have any eschatological viewpoints or beliefs?
What's that?
Eschatological.
What is that? Stop using big words, dude. We're both stupid.
About what happens after you die.
Oh, I'm a reincarnationist.
He becomes a tree.
I look at it as you go into a life review, and then you spend some time in the Summerlands or heaven or whatever you call it, and then you would you choose what lessons you want to learn in the next life, and then you
they give you like a list.
But see, like for me, like I can't even consider myself a Christian because I believe reincarnation does happen to some. Like there's too many stories of like kids at the age of 3 remembering a person's life to the T. Like there's just stuff we can't explain. See, but when people are like, well, the whole Jesus thing, it was just propaganda, blah, blah, blah. Tell me this. Jesus died, okay? And let's say you don't believe he rise, but yet 12 people decided to go to different areas in the world, at the known world, and died for his belief. For me, that confirms that he did miracles. He was real. He did rise from the dead, because why the hell have you ever seen a cult that after the person dies decides we're going to keep this going real hardcore, except for maybe Scientology because of the moolah? These people literally, and they don't get martyred. These people knew they were going to their death.
Beyond that, I mean, even Paul converting when he went from Saul to Paul, why would he do that? He had everything. He had everything
on the road to Damascus.
He was rolling around prosecuting, Christians or whatever. Why would he switch like that? But I think as far as the biggest impact on Christianity, it would have to be Constantine, because with his conversion,
it's his mother actually.
Well, it was him.
Yeah,
he had a vision of the cross and told everybody to put on the shield. He was probably bullshitting. Anyway,
he was bullshitting,
but him, even if his conversion wasn't real, he was just acting, it spread Christianity throughout Rome because of him.
Yes.
Whereas before that, it was a small cult of hardcore believers like until he did that. But anyway,
well, and Free Folk, I agree, because I do believe that that's a lot people don't realize. Like after he rose, he didn't just leave right after. He was around 40 days, I think he stayed on Earth and then rose.
Right.
So like at least 500 people said they saw him, but there are people actually still trying to say there was no actual Jesus of Nazareth, even though we found Roman historians referring to him.
Even the theologians that are purely in the academia frame, they are atheists. They still will. Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus
they admit
did what was exist. And
like the thing with atheism that gets me, it's because I I never was an atheist. I lost faith, and I think I was more of an agnostic. I don't know how to explain it, but the idea that atheism, like, are you that intelligent that it hurts you to believe that there might be something after? Like, to me, what's the point of even life if you're like, if I was an atheist, I would do whatever I need to do to enjoy this, hopefully 80 years of life. Just outrageous.
In this incarnation, at least from my spiritual perspective, that's not what they're here to do. That's not the lesson they're here to learn. It has nothing to do with spirituality, and that's why they are on the life path that they are on. It has nothing to do with religion or spirituality. They've already done that, or that's a lesson they have to learn in another life.
As far as reincarnation, the most, not convincing, but the most the story that made me go, oh shit, was the reincarnation of Anne Frank. Right, it was a chick. She was born and she was telling her parents, "I'm Anne Frank," and she wrote at a high level. They sent her to the doctor, and she finally figured out, you know what, people kind of freak out when I say I'm Anne Frank. And by the way, she started claiming this before Anne Frank's diary and all of that became very big. And then,
oh wow,
yeah, her and her parents, her dad did not believe this shit, but the mom started the believer or whatever, and they went to the Anne Frank Museum, and she knew exactly how to get there. She knew about these pictures that were taken down, blah blah blah. The last living relative of Anne Frank that actually knew Anne Frank was like, bullshit, let's meet. They met, and he said he instantly knew it was her. Wow. And they spent the rest of their lives, they would always travel to each other's home to visit for the rest of their lives.
That's incredible.
And I'm like, God damn.
It's another cool one about the reincarnation, like these kids that remember somebody's life, a previous life, and let's say they have a birthmark on their chest and that person was actually shot there on their like the stuff is insane. It's insane.
But my issue with it, though, outside of the few cases where people remember their past life or whatever, for me, if you don't, what makes me, what makes you is your memories and your experiences.
Yes.
When you lose those, you are dead, no longer exist. Even if you become someone else, you're that person.
Right.
But you have no connection to who you were.
I disagree.
You absolutely do. You're the soul that inhabits us is the core of, it's the energy that keeps us going. So the experiences
I get to keep going,
but also might help you, might show reasons you either fear something in this life. Like it could be connected to that past life, I believe, or passions.
No, my mistake make me
the energy exchange that comes from thought, from the exchange of doing something as yourself in this incarnation, imprints upon your spirit. So that is one of the things we are meant to do, is to evolve our spirit. This spirit that inhabits Stephen Walton, what I do is either going to help give it or take away value in as far as experience. And that's my job on this earth as I see it.
Let me rephrase this. I'm sorry, dude. Let me rephrase this. I didn't mean I would like be killing people and doing crazy. I just I would maybe not, maybe on the moral cusp. I probably already lived that life, I guess. But like the idea, like why not believe that there's something else? Look, energy doesn't cease to exist. And we do know that the body has electrical current in stimulating brain cells. Like that has to go somewhere. It was all created at the beginning. I don't care if you thought God started it or the Big Bang, whatever, but it all has to go somewhere. And I believe after death, there might not be a paradise where I get to be like a rock star with Jimi Hendrix, but I go into a form of the positive ether.
This may upset some people in the chat, but I'm a universalist.
We're good at
that. I lean towards universalism. The idea that everything will eventually return to God, right? To the source, right? Every knee will,
or the Matrix.
Every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that God is God. As far as eschatological viewpoints, you have three main ones. You have the traditionalism, which is your heaven and your hell. You have conditionalism, which is where you have heaven and hell, but once the Jesus returns, the second coming or whatever, God will destroy hell entirely, and so there will only be heaven, right? And then you have universalism, where eventually, everything goes back to God. And that's where I lean to, because the idea of hell being used as this cosmic gun held to our head as if, hey, if you don't love me, you're gonna get tortured for all eternity. Well, of course I love you, dude. Anyone's gonna say that. Right, what are you talking about? That's a bad plan. I think God could come up with something better than having these empty peanut shells sent to heaven because they didn't truly believe it. They just knew, well, I'd rather not die. Does that make sense?
That dualism comes from it's a very basic part of humanity. It comes from when we were tribal, all right? During the day, you had light, you had warmth, you could see predators coming, you could protect yourself. When the night fell, you had to worry about those predators. The sun would rise, and then the sun would set. And one of the biggest fears would be that there would be no rising of the sun. This is where you have the duality in many belief systems for 10,000 years, probably plus years. This is why you have messianic stories that have stretched back 6,000 years of a son of God who would come forth and perform miracles while traveling amongst the 12 constellations. You would always have these stories. These are very ancient, very deep-rooted in who we are. And I think that there is a truth to be told in every single one of those messianic stories. Yeah. It's just a universal truth.
As long as it's about Jesus.
I'm with you completely if you believe in Jesus. Either that, I'm burning you at the stake. All right, let's get into this one, though. This one
is... You got a super chat you didn't hit.
I'm sorry. It is from Mr. Bigwig Maji A.G. Lig Vietnam Ham Jam Fig Stig for try 22 tries. How is Walton's gaslighting women channel going? I know, dude, right?
We are gaslighting bitches. We are making sandwiches. We are making sandwiches. The channel's exploding. It's wonderful over there, We're going to teach all men how not to deal with bitches shit. Thank you very much.
It's a I hate women channel. I love it. I love
absolutely. Just blaming, victim blaming. Awful.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody who's been throwing stuff out there. Jake D. Look, again, with my belief system, I have no right. I don't judge anybody. I just ask questions and I have my own beliefs on things. And you can even ask Walton, like he's come to me more than I have ever gone to him to talk about spirituality.
Absolutely.
It's just, I don't feel like me preaching never helped anybody.
Dude,
I'm just speaking for myself.
Bro, the fourth wave was one of the greatest things between you, me, Jason, Final.
Final, very Christian.
Because Final really he was deep into Revelation.
He was a true Christian.
Oh, he was, And he would always have conversations with me. We would even have the magic spell work conversations. And his stance on that is a realm that exists that humans are not meant to evolve themselves in. Mm-hmm. We would have deep conversations. And
I miss him, man.
I miss him too, man.
Final Death Star.
Come back, Final.
We miss you. Stop selling homes. Darius Munchhausen for $5. Super sticker. Buddy. It's a keep it up, I think it said. Or it said keep it up. Yeah, and he's fucking working. What are you trying to say? I need to go to the gym? I know. Thanks a lot, man. But this is something that we came out last week from Jacob. He said, very devout Christian. Disney Plus greenlights coming of age story about a teenager who has a one night stand with Satan. What?
Okay, well, given the last article, let's.
We will read. We will read. You know what? Okay. You know what, Wallen? You piece of shit. You're gonna read. You read. Go ahead.
In the last days, the final showdown between God and Satan will be imminent.
Okay, scrolling down.
Right, so
wait a minute, that was from that's that Strange World one. No, what a crappy movie.
Did you want me to read that or?
No,
okay.
Just okay, there you go.
Okay. Over the last few days, Hollywood has promoted acts of demonic rebellion as harmless entertainment to be consumed by the masses, especially to younger audiences. Disney has openly admitted to its not-so-secret agenda to groom and propagandize your children into LGBTQ lifestyle, as well as grooming children into racial hatred and division with shows such as Disney's Proud Family, Louder and Prouder.
All right, hold on one second. I just want to say, Jake D, my brother, we disagree on stuff, and he still becomes a sporker, a channel member to the Sporking News podcast. Hey. Thank you, my brother. That just shows you our fellowship. Like my fans, my people who come and watch. I don't know why I say it feels weird to say fans, Scott. But they are positive people that we don't have to agree on a lot, but we respect each other. And he's been a channel member for 2 years, coming back after I got demonetized. So I really appreciate it, my brother. It means a lot to me. That just goes to show you we don't have to agree on things. We just have to show each other a little bit of respect.
Absolutely.
Walton.
Absolutely.
That's that proud. Yeah, that proud. Dude, this freaking proud, louder and prouder is just redunculously.
I'm not familiar with it.
Dude. It literally is there's a episode just pretty much ripping on the white race and, propagating all the stuff, all the, the go-to ideologies right now.
So it's a TV show that misrepresents people and labels them unjustly by projecting bigotry upon others. Gotcha.
Yes. Okay. Sounds right. Sounds good. Jake D for 20. Dude, you just became a channel member for $20. I wish I had that cheer thing. Yay. Seems I was slow adding my membership back after you got remonetized. A little catch up. Thank you, my friend. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And Ruben's in the chat. What's up, Ruben?
What's up, Ruben?
He'll have a lot to say on this one. All right, there you go, Walton.
All right. Disney's attempt to groom children into the sins of lust and wrath led to parents across the country pulling away from Disney-backed projects, specifically those aimed at children. Last year, Lightyear lost over $130 million after it attempted to promote a lesbian relationship in a kid's film. But the move rightfully received criticisms for this. Buzz Lightyear's voice actor Chris Evans attacked anyone who objected to it as an idiot and said they would die off like the dinosaurs.
See, that's the thing, too. People's belief, there are a lot of Christians that do not believe in the LGBT community. They call themselves Christians. For me, look, I don't agree with what everybody does, but a lot of people probably don't agree with what I do. It's live and let live for me. That's just how I see it. That, I just, be a good person and hopefully you'll find, that spiritual gift.
And to be fair, there are people in the lesbian and gay community who do not agree with the current popularized agenda of the LGBT plus Q or whatever the hell it is.
Yes,
God, it's LGBTQ2SAI plus.
Thank you very much.
Is it that now? Wow,
well,
man.
Unless the Canadian, because the Canadian is 2SLGBTQAI plus.
And what does that all mean?
Two spirit. A could be asexual.
That two spirit one is pulling from like Native American.
Yeah,
from the 1994.
Yeah, exactly.
It goes all the way back to 94.
1994. Yeah, exactly. What kills me too is like, look, it's obvious what Disney's doing. We have had leaked video conferences from Disney saying that's what they're doing. They want to represent 25% of their stuff has to have at least 25% LGBT, all the other stuff. And it's like, they're not even that high in our actual population. This is first world country bullshit. It's like the idea that you need to indoctrinate children at this level. Like, just give them a show or a movie that they can learn about, morals like they used to.
Scott, I think it's also about misdirection, playing on people's emotional reactivity. It's not just about the sick people who are actually trying to get at our kids. And it's also about keeping us unaware of the real crimes that are happening in places like Hollywood, places like politics. For lists that we should have all gotten of people that went to a certain island, things like that.
Yes.
It's misdirection, and it's playing on people's with hyperbole.
Yeah,
and that's what this is.
I didn't look into that Strange World at all. I heard nothing about it. I wasn't paying attention, and I took my kids to the movie, and it was just like, it was, if you take out the bit with the son and the guy he had a crush on, the story of fathers and sons and like the type of stuff that carries over to the next generation and how trying to break that, even though you think you're like being opposite of your own father, you're actually doing the same to your own son. Like, it was a good story. It was, but they had to throw in like, but he's gay. Like, does that even matter? Because that had nothing to do with the story.
It shouldn't. And the thing is that you take something like that may have a good moral message, and you throw in something that will that will be controversial to a segment of the population, that segment of the population will concentrate entirely on that one issue instead of looking at the overall message.
And the message was positive. I'm sorry. The
same thing as Everything Everywhere All at Once, right? Mm-hmm. She had to be a lesbian, and she never had a straight version of her, even though the mom had a lesbian version of her. But you know what I mean? That it wasn't important for the overarching story that they were telling. But
right
there it is. I mean,
well, that's the thing. It's like, why you don't need to. I don't know. It almost sounds, in a way, when I say it, I feel like it sounds bigoted. Like, you don't have to add it, but these are kids. Like an adult movie, whatever, do whatever you want. But for like kids, like, there's no need for the relationship or even going like a one night stand coming of age. What does that even mean, coming of age? Because a lot of the coming of age movies have gone down further in the teen level. It used to be like 18, and now it's like 14, 13.
Yeah, no, that's how it's been. Stand By Me.
Well, Goonies. Yeah, I guess you're right. So yeah, it's fucked up.
Can we continue?
Yeah, whenever you want, dude.
Okay.
Whatever.
After that marketing tactic surprisingly didn't work, Disney tried to play on the LGBTQ card again with the film Strange World, and the result was once again another $100+ million loss for the box office. When Disney cannot push LGBTQ into children, why not just push Satan into them? Disney's not only doing that, but they are explicitly promoting evil and the occult by greenlighting a new German show entitled Pauline. The show follows an 18-year-old girl who has a one-night stand with a boy called Lucas, but as it turns out, he's really the devil.
No, at least she's 18. Yeah, okay. Read the... Yeah,
as noted by Deadline, this one-night stand with Satan comes on the back of Pauline being heavily stressed by school, the climate crisis, and the downfall of society.
Oh, God.
The satanic show backed by Disney will be promoting diversity and inclusion with its casting. The show will be led by a black teenager played by Surya Anna Fall, with German actor Ludger Brockleman playing the role of Satan. The series will be written by Sebastian Colley and being showrun by Philip Caborner and Matthias.
Is that a B? What is that letter after the A? That's a funky letter.
I don't know, I'm trying. And Matthias Merman. Let's see. They commented on the Disney Plus giving this series a green light.
You missed their names. You missed their names.
Oh God, I gotta say it again. Philip.
No. The next period, and then their last names, and then they said commented. Philip, and then Matthews, and then right after you just went to comment, but he said their last names. Please say them again.
Okay, Caborner and Merman commented on Disney Plus. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I look away for a second.
It went too long. I'm sorry. Go.
Giving the Disney series a green light, saying for a long time the series has been and still remains a project very closely to our hearts. Could we look up and see the description of this show?
Yes, I will do that. You keep reading. I will do that.
Just let Founding has a history of misinformation.
Stop it on my channel, dude.
They added, we're thrilled.
Time out. Walton's views and responses are not them of Sporky News Podcast, who loves John F. Trent and Jacob and everybody over there. And because he got his Fifi hurt and they got into an argument because both they Fifis got hurt, I have to deal with this bullshit now. Thank you.
Okay, you're Scotty.
You freaking Satanist. Go on.
I can't help it. They added, we're thrilled that Disney Plus loves this coming of age story as much as we do, and that you're not helping, Matt, and that we've been able to begin filming with such an amazing cast and crew.
All right.
Calling a story about a teenage girl who gets knocked up by Satan.
She gets knocked up by Satan. So like, what is this, Damien? What's going on?
All right. Well, I mean, like in that case, I mean,
Yeah. What's the name? What is the name of the show again?
It is
the Santa Claus. What?
No, it's above it.
Oh God, this goes so fast. Nope, that's not it. No. Okay, can we get the name?
I'm looking for it. It keeps jumping on me.
Pauline is a German. Okay, you were right there. Go.
All right. Calling a story about a teenage girl who gets knocked up by Satan. A coming of age story is about as ridiculous as it is outright blasphemous. Keeping in mind, Disney previously claimed that they were not promoting Satanism on Disney Plus in last year's Christmas series, Santa Clauses. The series featured a scene where elves hold up signs that spell out, "We love you, Satan," before quickly rearranging it to spell, "We love you, Santa." I mean, is that a gaffe? Or, I don't know. I don't know.
You never know.
Does it have a long neck?
That's a giraffe.
I was half listening. I was looking at.
Yeah, elves spell out "We love you, Satan" in episode 3 into Wobbly Woods.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
That's so funny.
Isn't that?
Yeah, so funny. I can't find this damn series.
All right, I'll look for it.
I mean, it's German. Some German Pauline. Thanks for being involved. Pauline, right? It was called Pauline.
Pauline.
Wait, is it about a talking bird?
No, Pauline is
some chick getting knocked up by Satan, apparently.
Getting knocked up by Satan.
Oh, you mean The Omen?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's promoting devil worship too, man. Stop it.
No, that one they're like, nah, man, we don't like the devil.
Oh, I found it.
Or his offspring.
All right. Pauline, yeah. I mean, all I could do is read the IMDb. Pauline is an 18-year-old accidentally becomes pregnant from a one-night stand with Lucas, who, as it turns out, is the devil himself. The pregnancy gives Pauline supernatural powers, and an epic battle between good and evil ensues. Now, is she going to fight him? Maybe she's the good guy.
Guessing.
I mean, it's kind of messed up she has to get pregnant by the dude, but whatever.
Yeah, Boost is right. I was thinking Constantine as well. I really like that movie, man. I'm glad they're making
that.
a
That
sequel.
is a good film, dude.
They did greenlight that sequel?
Yeah.
I enjoy the dude who plays the TV show version.
I don't.
Oh, dude, he and the voice on the DC. I'm forgetting his name. And the DC.
I say this, but I've never watched an episode.
Oh,
I haven't either.
It's good. He was good. He is the Constantine I think of.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Where were we again?
We were down further.
Yeah, this
there
one right here.
Right. Yeah, right there.
Oh, right there. Oh God, I ate my mouse. Hold on, give me a second.
No problem.
God, this is a terrible show. Thank you, 35 people still watching. I appreciate you all.
All right, Disney also propped up a satanic cartoon entitled Little Demon through FX. The series shows an unmarried pagan woman as impregnated by Satan and gives birth to the Antichrist. I'd be interested to see what the synopsis is on that. Danny DeVito described the show as saying, "I have a quest as the devil. I met a beautiful woman, and I have a gorgeous Antichrist daughter who I love to and want to be with. I get to play all the devilish things I've had in my career, and this also gives me a family I care about."
It seems like a lot of them, they're like trying to like do
being comedy. That sounds like
it's comedy, but I mean, that's how you start with your propaganda, like my fear is, I mean, what they're doing with society and how they're trying to indoctrinate children. Why not? I mean, Christianity is a 4-letter word now. Like you are actually considered in America. I feel like it in the social network atmosphere, not like, the Bible Belt and stuff, but you are considered like a naive or a bigoted person if you're a Christian.
Well, and that comes from, like I said, the loudest ones, intolerant ones who have such a static, adherent belief to extremist religious views that they will point the finger at anyone who does not think like them and label them satanic or evil or we're devil worshippers when that is not the case. Those are the loud ones. And because we have had so much, the loud ones always get the attention. It's easy to point at them and say they're like everybody else, which is a bigoted way of looking at it in and of itself. You can't fight bigotry with bigotry.
Right. It's pronounced that way. Case Boro is the guy's name. Come on.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. Hollywood Agenda.
Well, there was a line above. That's the series features demonic witchcraft, pagan rituals,
oh Jesus,
gratuitous blood, gore, and nudity. What do pagan rituals have to do with demonic witchcraft?
There was a comma, dude. He's not saying that was part of it.
Okay.
Wow. See, you read into shit.
Well, I'm wondering why it's.
He didn't say pagan. Well, because it's part of what the show is. You're a demonic witch crafting pagan ritual rituals, blood, gore, and nudity person.
I like, so what? Okay.
You're looking for shit now. You're looking for shit. I love it.
I am seeing things that you may not see because you have not dealt with religious bigotry your entire life.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Yeah.
Persecuted Wiccan.
I have been.
I believe. I mean, the guys who usually are in high school are Wiccans. You usually are just like, okay, so he wants to bang that witch. That's usually what I used to always think. Okay.
No, it was one of the excuses used by the black kids in middle school to beat up Steve because he was a satanic pagan.
I thought they needed no excuse. I mean,
they didn't really need it to, but that's the way they justified it. You know?
Mr. Rant Regery's in the house. What's up, dude?
Not much. I just thought I'd come in and offer my sympathy for Walton and his people through all the hard times that they've had.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rant Regery. I love you, bro.
I mean, he's being sarcastic because he's a Jew.
Who's a Jew? You called me a Jew?
No, Mr. Greg Gregory's Jewish.
I've been mislabeled again.
Mr. Greg Gregory is Jewish, you idiot.
Yeah, you're right. No one's had a harder time than your people, Walton.
Yeah, nobody, right? That's so funny. Mr. Grant Gregory, while you're here, a member for 1 year, 13 months though. Fork who does? Oh, at the fork level. Who does machismo have?
Did you say fork who?
Yeah, I did. That did just happen. Who does machismo have in the boxing match today between Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia?
Well, I'm leaning towards Davis. I think Ryan Garcia, all he really has is that left hook. I don't think he has enough boxing IQ or a wide range of variety in his punches. And so, yeah, I don't. But and also with the they have a water rehydration clause in it as well, because of the weight cut. So I'm leaning towards Davis. You, Grant?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna go with the new face of boxing. I think he's got this one. So
I like Garcia. Don't get me wrong.
He's stupidly quick, and he like Wilder. He relies on that one weapon of his.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I think he'll get it done. I think this is a legacy fight for him. And I think if he doesn't get it, then I don't think we'll see him again.
No.
Okay, good stuff, guys. Thank you for bringing that up, and I appreciate the membership, my friend. Oh, and you too, Mad. Thank you for being a member because it happened last week, right? So I appreciate that. All right, Hollywood's agenda.
Hollywood's agenda to expose young children to evil comes right out of Matthew 8:6, where Jesus warns, "But whoever causes one of these little ones to believe in me to sin, it would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck."
Millstone.
The millstone, thank you, hung around his neck, and he were drowned in the depths of sea. Sounds great.
I could hear your throat getting scratched just reading the words of our Savior.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty messed up, dude.
I'm bad. It sounds too loving.
It pretty much says is children who believe in him, if someone causes them to believe sin is okay, to go in the life of, the wrong lifestyle, or to, do bad things, like, it's better just let them die.
Yeah, it's Old Testament shit. It's nice to see a bit of that pushed into the newer stuff.
Yeah, you guys are hardcore in the Old Testament my friend.
Yeah.
You and your Torah. I'm telling you, watch The Chosen, people. You wanna get what my representation of Jesus was. Watch that show, because I believe that's the type of person that was going around trying to change the world.
Yeah, the lady and I are going to read that. I was talking about it with her.
It's a show. You can watch it.
Hollywood's war to corrupt your children is not slowing down anytime soon, and parents have to be as vigilant as ever to prevent them from succeeding.
That's the guy from The Chosen. That's The Chosen.
Oh, is it?
Oh, no. Maybe? Yeah, Chosen season 1. Cured the leper. So what do you guys really think about... I mean, it is a show about a one-night stand with Satan. They do it in a form we recognize, like a coming of age. They just add Satan to it. Like, or, this guy over here. Because this is where I think Hollywood is getting, going a little overboard. You got someone like Sam Smith, who dresses like that, thinks he's Satan.
It's so overplayed. It's not
so
shocking at all.
It's just so annoying. Yeah. It's so annoying.
I mean,
someone that's so flabby that can't be that edgy. It just doesn't work.
Well, and he totally ripped me off with that sail, the anchor. What do you call those things? Damn, I lost it. What do you call that?
An anchor?
Yeah, the anchor. Isn't that an anchor on his? The thing they used to put on women and tighten it up real tight so they look skinny.
On his
a corset?
Yes.
Corset. Yeah,
I believe that's a corset, isn't it?
I don't know, but it should be on a dude.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, seriously though, you're not shocking anyone. We had Gold Dust. We had Marilyn Manson. We had gore on Beavis and Butthead.
Gore, yeah.
Right.
And before that, there was a guy called Boy George.
Yeah.
He was a real man. I mean, like compared to
in comparison, yes.
Yeah, he was. He definitely was.
I would feel safer with Boy George in my bed than Sam what's his name?
Are there
Sam
any
Harris?
I'm sorry, is there any memers out there? Can we get Walton's face on that picture? Please. It's I will put the link to the article in the chat.
Oh my God.
And if any no, I'm just letting so people want to read it. But if there's any, legion of memers out there that want Walton on that picture, I would say it's fantastic. Yeah, go. I'm sorry, you were saying Sam Smith.
What is that his name? Yeah, I'm just saying it's really pathetic that he's probably 30 years too late for this. For to have any real impact. Yeah. Yeah,
the Satanic Panic happened in the 80s.
Yeah.
And for good reason, you D&D freaks.
Yeah. Right. Take your Judas Priest and shove it up your ass. Yeah, he's just, it's...
Oh, that one's not bad.
Yeah, I would wear that. What?
Honestly, though, I mean, it feels so... It's so, look at me. I can't rely on my talent anymore. I got to do this.
Yeah, that's true. Were you going to say something?
Well, it is played out. And when the next generation forgets, like in 20 years, they'll be doing it again. And then 20 years after that, they'll do it again. It's like, it's something to get a reaction. So it's for an emotional reaction. Absolutely, it's for attention. Mm-hmm. There was a little bit of time there back in the 20th where I think it was rightly waved around to piss people off because for several centuries, you've had this one overbearing system of belief. Which
we were kicking ass.
It could be used to steal your land, take your woman, kill you, enslave you. So there was an era where it was like, we are free to speak our minds, and this is something that we should wave in the face of extremists. But as far like nowadays, like it's over, it's past, it's passe. The only reason that it's still being brought up is to whip up people's emotions, to misdirect, and for those those extremists out there who want to misrepresent, who still have hate in their hearts and want to use their belief to hurt someone else because they're not capitulating to their extremist worldview, then it's that's always going to happen. They're always going to have idiots in a tribe. Yeah.
I find Darius is. I thought of this before that like we've gotten to a place where if kids want to rebel against their parents, they'll be conservative Christians. Like that's really where we're going.
That's a weird flip, man.
Isn't it?
It is a really weird flip.
I think maybe it's because like it flips so fast in this country, and it wasn't satanic people that were doing it or different spiritual beliefs. It was a systematic attack from a foreign country that wanted and realized they can't take us down militarily, so they had to go from within. That's what I believe.
Right. And it's also from, like I said, those toxic people out there.
And they told us what they were going to do in the 70s.
They did. I mean, it's frightening. Yeah. It's frightening.
We would not have the freedoms that we do today if it were not for the foundation of free men who had a basis in Judeo-Christian values.
Yes.
And that is the simple truth of it. The reason that I'm allowed to be what I am is because of those values, and I appreciate that.
You can't blame them on that. That's a bit rough.
Well, you gotta see that that's what Christianity is all about. Like these men won a war versus the largest empire in the world at the time, which was England. And they could have done, George Washington could have been a king. They could have instilled, this is a Christian nation. No, they gave you freedom of choice and freedom of religion. Yes, sir.
I've been reading a lot about the founding fathers because it's funny. They weren't as dedicated to Judeo-Christianity as what a lot of people played off.
I don't agree. I've done a lot of research on that. People want to say that, but
I mean, even George Washington's own pastor in a letter. The only time I ever see him is if his wife drags him to the church.
That's any man.
Also, you have oh man, why can't I think of it? Who the fuck wrote the Constitution and the Bill of Rights? What's the fucking name?
You want to say Jefferson?
Yeah. Thomas Jefferson. He has his personal Bible where he cut out a lot of the miracle stuff and just had the sayings of Jesus. You have there was a pastor that was sent to sit in on all the talks before they finished the Constitution, and he got pissed and wrote back to his people that they won't even let them pray before they start the meeting and shit.
Well, because he was worried about them pushing too much religion into the Constitution.
No, not the pastor. The pastor wanted more.
No, that's what I'm saying. Jefferson was fearful. He was fearful of that.
From the outside looking in, guys, I find that more open-minded Christians are the ones who don't go to church every week. They're the ones who have their spiritual experience on their own time and their connection with their God. And those were learned men who understood that when you put church in power with the state, then genocide and atrocities ensue. So that's why
you're
I think
muted
there was
Scott.
That's why I think there was a strong separation, or at least
that's a big thing people identify too. Their whole thing about separation of church and state was there should not be a state religion.
Right.
They don't say you can't pray at meetings, you can't speak about God in government. They should be allowed to. Yeah. They do not want you to have one state religion. Because people get that confused a lot. They get that confused a lot. It's like the 2A people that are saying like, oh no, you can't have any certain type of gun. Well, there are founding fathers that said, yes, you can have a cannon. If you can buy a warship. Sorry, go ahead.
Freedom of religion does not mean freedom from religion.
Right.
Right. I know what you're saying, brother.
Yes. And I agree with you. Washington was extremely religious and faithful. The man was a busy man.
Hang on. I'll put it in the chat when I find it. I'm going through all my books right now.
Yeah. Let's move on to Russ though and Baldwin, because it's bullshit. Like Satan to Satan, man.
Yeah, no shit.
This asshole who attacks any conservative view. And look, I am a moderate. I am not diehard conservative. I have conservative beliefs. I have liberal beliefs. This dude attacks a lot of Hollywood, attacks anyone with a conservative view, where actors with conservative views have to keep it under wraps, where like even people like Stephen Walton said, there are actors out there that like they have like secret handshakes so they can know each other are not like libtards. Like that's persecution in my mind.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
This guy was one of the head persecutors, and he shoots somebody and somehow no responsibility as the shooter or as the producer, which blows my mind. Anybody else? So it's Alec Baldwin to face no consequences. They dropped the involuntary manslaughter charges. So go ahead, man.
That's fine.
You want to just share it, or is it fine that I'm doing this?
No, you're doing it. That's fine.
Okay. I fucking hate my mouse. Hold on. All right, go for it.
In a fairly disappointing yet unexpected turn of events, prosecutors are expected to drop the manslaughter charges filed against Alec Baldwin relating to the shooting accident which killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins and injured director John Suzau on the set of Rust. How do you say that name? Somebody tell me.
What name?
Names. This John.
You're muted, Scott.
Joel Suzau.
Joel Sousa?
Yeah, I've said it too many times perfectly. So
all right,
sorry.
Sousa. Thank
By the
you.
way,
I'm sorry.
the book I was talking about was The Founding Myth by Andrew L. Siddell.
That's one dude's view. Okay.
No, I know. It was an interesting read. Do you want me to find the other books that I have read as well?
Well, because a lot of people try to push that idea to take religion out of any religion out of government or any, like, there's letters that say Washington wasn't, but there's a lot of letters that he wrote, and so
and it's interesting.
It's one
to see
view.
more than one view.
Yes, and I appreciate.
And seeing how everyone has the opposite view of what I was saying, I figured I would provide a book from.
I
a
wouldn't say I have
different
the
point of
opposite view of what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Oh, keep reading, Walton, but thank you, Sherry.
Okay. All right. We are pleased with the decision to dismiss the case against Alec Baldwin, and we encourage a proper investigation into the facts and circumstances of this tragic accident. Read a statement issued by Baldwin's lawyers, Luke Nicholas and Alex Shapiro, on April 20th. Baldwin and Rust Armorer, Hannah something Reed, were formally charged with involuntary manslaughter on 31st of January, over 1 year after the tragic on-set shooting took place. Like, no negligence, no nothing, no nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was the hardest, the last one. Like, they went down from first degree, talking about it, all the way down to involuntary manslaughter. Nothing, man.
It's something. That's not an accident.
Justice is supposed to be blind.
It is.
Absolutely. It really is. It's supposed to be blind, and I'm guessing it's not.
Well, we have a history, and it's not just in this country. It's been world history, where if you have enough money and influence, you can get away with damn near anything.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true, Wallen. You sound smart right then.
Can you continue on?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Good. I know you're doing a couple things this one.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry. It's my show. I should be on point. You can yell at me anytime you want. There you go.
John Bowles and Todd Bullion, the lawyers representing the G. Reed, also issued a statement following the Nicholas Shapiro announcement. The new special prosecutor team has taken a very diligent and thorough approach to the entire investigation, which we welcome and we have always welcomed, said the attorneys. They are seeking the truth, and we are also. The truth about what happened will come out, and the questions that we have long sought answers for will be answered. We fully expect at the end of this process that Hannah will also be exonerated.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Well, I mean, this is lawyer talk for
right.
But a woman died. But it was negligence that caused the death of this woman on set.
Yes.
And
he tried to blame her.
Got to shift the blame. If you're a toxic person, you got to point the finger and say, it wasn't my fault. It's their fault. They're what I do.
Right.
They're who I am.
Right.
It's disgusting behavior. And really, if Baldwin gets away with this, it's another piece of evidence. It's another instance that we are going to see of, if you're rich, you can get away with anything. And it's a freaking shame.
If you're rich and liberal nowadays.
Rich and liberal. Yeah. That's true. Because they're still coming after Trump for some dumb trumped-up charges.
Shit that got passed by 4 years ago.
Yeah. But to people that want to spread rumors, it's your reputation, not your character.
Right.
Right. It's go ahead. Anything?
No. Please go on. I mean, thanks for the other guys really pitching in on this conversation.
Yeah, sorry.
You're not paying attention. It's fine. I know. I can tell when you're not into it.
I was actually putting together a list of some of my favorite books.
You do that.
Okay.
Dad.
Yeah, you do that. Don't worry.
That list, bro. You give me that list.
Yeah.
Straight up.
All right, let's do it.
I love my brother.
Oh my God, let's start on a Wednesdays. Have once a month, like Oprah did. Like we'll have like Mad's recommendation book club, where he recommends one book and gives you like a little brief thing about it.
Yeah,
it'll be like your Oprah thing. Okay, cool.
I would really enjoy that. I think Mad's a very learned and intelligent man.
Yeah.
I know how to read.
That's good.
Wow, that's impressive. Okay, go on.
Both the actor and the armorer's charges, which in accordance with New Mexico criminal sentence statute 311816, could have seen them facing up to 5 years in jail for discharging a firearm in the commission of a non-capital felony, were downgraded not long after. This development came just a few days after Baldwin's lawyer filed a motion to dismiss Special Prosecutor Andrea Reed on the grounds that her right-leaning political affiliation could influence her decision to prosecute an openly Democrat actor. That should have nothing to do with anything.
Wow.
That is projection.
Right. And what a, like, he's such an egotistical, like, I'm openly Democrat. Everybody knows my views. Like, she must hate me because she's she can't do her job correctly because, she's conservative.
Right. That makes that has no bearing whatsoever.
I mean, they're going to try anything. I get that. But.
Yeah. I get Bounding pointing this out because that is one of the excuses used against conservatives from liberal Hollywood.
Yep.
On the 14th of March, Reeve announced that she would be stepping down from her role as special prosecutor.
She should never have.
No, you should stand up. You got to stand up for who you are. You got to stand up against that kind of bigotry, bias, and bullshit. My priority in this case, and in every case I've prosecuted in my 24-year career, has been justice for the victim, she declared in a statement. However, it has become clear that the best way I can ensure justice is served in this case is to step down so that the prosecution can focus on the evidence and the facts, which clearly show a complete disregard for basic safety protocols that led to the death of Helena Hitchens. I will not allow questions about my service as a legislator and prosecutor to cloud the real issue at hand.
And that's why they said it, because they knew that would become the story.
Yeah.
And they
forced a person to stop defending a victim,
right,
seeking justice with an accusation of
until they got to probably the right one that they wanted,
Yeah.
It's so messed up.
Dude. It is messed up. First Judicial District Attorney Mark Carmack
Mary Carmack.
Thank you. I don't have an issue today. Mary Carmack Altwies.
Yeah, sure.
Who had been attached to the case since the very beginning, likewise stepped down from her role just a few weeks after Reeves' resignation.
Wow.
My responsibility to the people of the First Judicial District is greater than any one case, which is why I have chosen to appoint a special prosecutor in the Rust case, said Carmack at Tweez. In a statement, Carrie Mosier and Jason Lewis will unflinchingly pursue justice in the death of Helena Hitchens on behalf of the people of First Judicial District.
Let's see, what are their beliefs? Because I guess that's the most important. What are their political views, right?
Yeah, it's not the person, it's not the job, it's how it's what they believe. In February, former Rust assistant director David Halls, the man who actually handed the loaded gun to Baldwin the day of the tragic shooting, signed a plea agreement for the charge of negligent use of a deadly weapon. So this is the fall guy, I take it.
Yep.
All right. After signing the plea, Halls received a jail sentence that was later suspended by Judge Mary Merlo Summer for a sentence of 6 months of unsupervised
Oh my
probation.
God! Wow. They couldn't. Right.
Unsupervised probation. He handed a loaded weapon.
Right. You can't even give the guy a once a month go see your probation officer just to remind him you killed somebody. You were involved in somebody getting killed. That's unbelievable to me, man.
Is it a first offense? Really?
I don't care. Somebody died. Yeah. You could at least go to a probation officer once a month.
I mean, I was put on probation for accidentally shooting a BB gun at a window.
Right?
On my way to church. No bullshit. I was on my way to youth group on a Wednesday. And my buddy had this old beaten up BB gun. I was like, I wonder if it even works. And the windows are down because it was summer, and it went off. And it hit some lady's window, and I was on probation for a fucking year. I had to go to a Scared Straight program.
Oh my God!
Did you have to go into the jail?
Yeah, I had to go into prison. Yeah, with my bleached blonde hair.
Oh.
Looking like your Eminem face.
Did you look like Ryan Gosling trying to be Eminem?
No, it wasn't trying to be Eminem at all. It was more of a NSYNC kind of a look.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's
better be me.
It's better.
Yeah.
And it's Gonna Be Me is the song you're looking for, not It's Better Be Me. Off their album No Strings Attached.
Oh my Lord.
Anyway,
that's pride right there.
But luckily there was a dude there with blue hair, and so he kind of got all the attention, and I didn't.
Yeah.
All right.
So they weren't like, I'm going to make you my girl. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they still did.
Yeah. All right.
Following the dropping of the charges against him, the disgraced actor took to social media to share a rather tone-deaf post thanking his wife Hilaria and lawyer Nikas for their support. I owe everything.
That doesn't sound very Jewish.
I owe everything I have to this woman, prefaced Baldwin, sharing a picture of himself and his wife enjoying a night out. The actor limited who could leave a comment under his Instagram post.
Why?
I don't know. It's like, I just got away with shooting somebody. I'm going to go out and have a great time.
He's probably hammered right there, too.
That is some bullshit. Look, you should be a somber picture.
Right.
First of all, who took this picture?
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, not only that, but did they have a... Okay, yeah, so it's not either one of them. They had someone take it.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, yeah, man, came out great.
Yeah, just post it, dude. I love some of the... You're both incredibly lucky. Like... Congratulations. She never wavered in support of you and it shows. Like,
well, that's what a good wife should do.
Right. It's just messed up that like people are happy he got away with murder.
I mean, oh man.
Baldwin's wife.
She also did a tasteless post frame the couple as victims of injustice. Bullshit, man.
Oh, you don't think that they're victims of injustice?
No, I mean, you gotta be, I guess. Look at them. He's been through so much. He getting into his, Mercedes and driving to his private jet. He must have thought, like, I may have to be on probation for a month.
That picture is not humble. I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
It looks. It could not look more staged.
Right.
Yeah.
I always hold my wife like that.
Is that his wife?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Come on, he's a rich actor.
I mean, legit. I'm pretty sure that they have professional lighting.
Yeah. Right. And again, who took that picture?
Yeah. Who is this person?
Did he post anything about the horrible tragedy? Him feeling awful?
No.
I mean, it's not in this article.
Not that I know of.
I think he did. I think he said, "I feel so bad for my wife and everything that she's gonna have to go through now."
I know there's been times where he's been like, he starts to say it, but then he like leans into how it's been a hard time on him.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I mean, I don't know. I would think like a feeling empathetic human being would be out there, even if they did. If God basically got away with it like that, they would do something to show love.
Right.
Support the family, give a letter, make a statement, make a donation. You know what I mean? Just like really show that you feel awful about that.
Well, Walton, I'm going to tell you something you apparently haven't realized. Hollywood is filled with narcissistic sociopaths.
Look how crazy. Think about how crazy they got about the blue checkmark thing with Twitter.
Right? People are going to literally die because of it.
Yes, they're going to die because Elon took away the special checkmark and said everybody has to pay. And he literally, one of the best is he literally bought one for Charlie Sheen.
I know,
because that was awesome. Like, what a pimp move.
What I don't get though, and Stephen King too. What I don't get though is people conflate not taking away the blue check mark and the paid one for not having verification. I'm pretty sure when I paid for mine, I had to be verified through my telephone number and other shit, right?
Right.
So it is verification.
Right.
I don't know why they act as though if you pay for it, it's not verification. What the fuck are you talking about? They have my credit card information, motherfucker.
It's elitist. What they're saying is we deserve these blue check marks because we're famous and you're not. Now we're going to be just like the plebes and have to pay for it.
But
that's pretty much what it is.
But they say this and they're like, you're never going to know who's who. Well, then get verified through the $8 blue check mark. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's just stupid, dude. Took away their badge of power. Exactly. It's bullshit. We only had one other thing to really hit, and it's the John Boyega rumored to make Star Wars comeback in 2025 movie.
Cool. So is he just going to be like, Grogu?
Yeah, well, no, he's going to be following, Rey's pregnant. Is it my baby? You know?
It's a Force baby.
It's Force baby. Yeah, so he's going to be coming back maybe as Finn. For many fans, this news comes as a surprise, especially since the actor has been openly critical of how Lucasfilm handled his character.
What's funny, though, is he's apparently came around on his portrayal in the Star Wars movies or whatever, which lines up with this rumor of him coming back. Because if he's coming back, then he's going to have to walk back some of the criticism he's had.
I mean, his career hasn't been as bad as hers after, right? He's been in some stuff.
I haven't seen him in anything.
To me, it's...
No, he was in Breaking, was one of my favorite movies of last year.
Yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't see it either. But
How'd he do? How'd he do, Matt?
Oh, he was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I've always thought Boyega was a good actor.
Absolutely.
It wasn't the acting that I had an issue. Same thing with Adam Driver. It's the way that they were treated, the roles that they were given.
Yep.
Right.
You know, I've said this several times. I don't blame really any of the actors that signed up for the sequel trilogy. They were promised roles of immortality. You know, it wasn't them. It was Kennedy and the production. It was the story group. It was they are the ones that dropped the ball.
Reon Johnson put him, like that said right here from Boosh, said made Boyega get in the back of the bus. Like, he had a big role in the first movie that set up for even bigger.
Even the first one, though, kind of did him dirty with the I was a janitor on this base.
Yeah, that is messed up. Let's make the black guy a janitor.
Just for
He's
joke.
a stormtrooping janitor. And then, you know, they did screw up because they set it up that he was force sensitive, you know? And we never got to see that. It's really messed up. Like, all he did in the next movie was go on an adventure that meant nothing.
Yep.
And then in the third movie, chase Rey everywhere.
Yeah.
What's crazy, though, is everybody was so hyped when the first thing you see in the trailer was him as this stormtrooper. And then you saw him with a lightsaber. People were fucking pumped for him.
Yeah.
But then they went, we're kidding. It's the chick.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to John's character, or Finn, being, you know, a Jedi. I was looking forward to that arc.
It's a great story. Somebody that was deep in the Empire, but finds the light.
Right.
Yeah.
What an interesting idea, you know? And then even the idea of we've never seen somebody defect. So that was just a cool idea in its own. Even if he didn't become a Jedi, the idea he defected from this Empire way of life he's only known since he was a child, to like the idea of the rebels and how they act. Like, there could have been so many like moments where he's so rigid, but they're not. Like,
yeah. I mean, you get these sequel treatments from George, right? Which should have been the way they went.
Yeah.
Then you bring in J.J. Abrams, who's, you know, great at creating mystery boxes, great at, you know, he's really good at starting things off, and this is what he had to work with, right? So we didn't get what we should have gotten. Kennedy wanted that direction, and then we get to Rian Johnson, who was a troll, like he loves trolling people, and Kennedy, who wanted to troll everyone, and then, you know, it just got completely misdirected. They took the one character that everybody was, the buzzer, John Boyega, Finn, the one character we were all excited about to see what would happen. And what they do, they put him in a freaking bubble suit and did nothing with him in that second film.
Right. Well, no, he went on that stupid...
the side quest of nothing. The side quest of imperialism and bad white people.
Yeah, bad white people. And animal abuse. Animal abuse, too. Yeah, let's just do it.
Oh, they freed them. I mean, they didn't free the kids that were in slavery, but they freed the animals.
Yeah.
There was one message in The Last Jedi, though, during that side quest that could have been used for something better, like a good message, which was both sides have evil people.
Yeah.
You know, both sides make money off war. Both sides have extremists. Both sides have bad people. You know, that's the only thing of any kind of value that came out of that side quest.
But that's when the Jedi is supposed to come in as that moral compass,
right?
Rather than, you know, making them just as conflicted as everyone else,
right? I mean, the way they, you know, at the end of Return of the Jedi, like, you know, we have a rebirth of a Jedi who then will go on to teach others, and you see in The Mandalorian, he goes right back. Instead of the idea of love, he goes right back to the rigid, like, Jedi practice that was their downfall.
Yeah.
You know, he was supposed to be the one that shows feelings and love actually are part of the Force, and that will free them.
It could be argued that their downfall is they didn't keep to the strict
well,
age
they didn't stay out of politics. Too.
Well, no,
oh
what
yeah,
I'm saying
that's
is,
true.
Yeah, because they did let that Anakin
Yeah.
kid in when he was too old.
Yeah. Don't trust a guy who gets cut down by a Darth Lord. Come on. Darth Lord, I said. A Sith. With his laser sword. You know what I mean.
Oh, my God.
You know? Because anybody
don't.
else who takes a stomach shot lives. Think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He only took it once. What's her name in...
Riva?
Riva took
it
two.
Twice.
And as
Maybe
a
it was
child.
the same spot.
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe she got a robotic stomach like, what's her name in Boba Fett?
Yeah. Well, so the new movie, Rey is building a new Jedi Order 15 years after the events of The Rise of Skywalker. As for why Boyega is now open to returning, two of Rucha's trusted sources, so this is a guy who broke it, explained that the actor and Lucas President Kathleen Kennedy reportedly buried the hatchet, allowing for the new negotiations. You know, whether this conversation is what the actor referenced back in 2022 or a more recent conversation is unknown. Bringing him back, despite how the sequel films Jesus, I can't say the word.
What word?
Right here. Regulated. Why couldn't I say that? Wow. Regulated Finn's, and I'm listening to you who can't speak either. Finn's story. Mount up. He remained a favorite among fans and is considered one of the trilogy's biggest missed opportunities. Yet, where did he say it? I think it was someone up here said, yeah, right here, Soul Session. But the media spun it to make it look like we hated him.
Yeah.
You know, like they do with, now they're doing that before the movie even starts. Now it's, we're all racist. And, you know, that's what they tried with Finn and Rose Teacup, whatever the hell her name is from the movie.
Rose Tico.
Yeah, Tico, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing it before the movie, even though like it's just we're like saying why are you doing the Little Mermaid, all these movies. Yet you got a live action movie where they thought the girl was too light, so they want her darker. Like it's all hypocritical bullshit.
Yeah, but she is pretty light skinned.
She is.
That's no joke.
Yeah. Dark as night.
Even I said, man, that's not a Hawaiian.
Yeah, right. Hawaii.
Not Hawaii.
Hawaii. I don't know. All right. His role in her movie, potentially, would be a way for Star Wars to make things right for the character. What's going to be right is
Scott,
like all of
Scott, you missed the name. What?
Shit. Shariman Abed Chinois.
Oh my God, your privilege is talking.
Yeah, right there. And welcome to my privilege, bitch. Boyega, yeah, what are they going to do now? 15 years later, he's like, all of a sudden, he's like, he has a spark of the Force. Like, wait a minute. I never noticed I can levitate my coffee cup.
Well, if we're talking about this, does this have to do? Is this going to be connected with the Rey movie? Because she's
yes,
going to be.
That's what we're
she's
saying.
going to be Luke now, right? She's going to be the one who creates the new Jedi Order,
and she's supposedly pregnant from leaked footage.
That wasn't leaked footage.
And people are okay. What was that from?
They haven't started filming it yet. How would they have leaked footage?
No, leaked footage from the last movie. They were going to have her pregnant. I thought.
Well, if I don't know. Matt's right, but
maybe I misunderstood what that was.
It was somebody bullshit.
It could be somebody bullshitting. I heard a rumor from
this one got me. 12 Years of Empire.
I watched a Doomcock video earlier. He was talking about a rumor.
Oh, well, that's reliable. Go on.
And I might as well just talk about it. It's and apparently
guy's been right.
Ben Solo survived 9, and the rumor is living on Luke's farm on Tatooine with Rey, and she's pregnant, so they're actually together. So make the Reylos a little crazy. That's like
now by surviving. What do you mean? Because he literally died, and she dropped that body.
No, he didn't die.
She literally sucked the Force out of him.
Well, she may have sucked it out of him, but
she's like a succubus.
I said I've dated them. He might
check out his woman-hated channel.
That's right. Flow down his Dragonstorm. And but I mean, that's like one of the rumors that's out. Of course, we're going to get a lot of rumors coming out of anybody who's got an idea. But I don't really put it past Disney Lucasfilm to do something like that. Spark the Reylos back up. That was like, their big, that was their big segment of their fan base was that those fanfics. So
what is that? DC Doomcock said his force projected
his death. Yeah.
So he faked it.
He force projected that dick.
Oh, right up in it. So Force Ghost Kylo used the Force skin to knock Rey up. The Force is schlong with this one.
It is. Well done. The Emperor tried to get inside his ring, and couldn't get there. So Rey's got a strong.
Well, what's funny though is that what I heard was that they're going to have to go to the Star Wars equivalent of Mari to see who the dad is, because remember, all the Jedi were inside of her.
That's right.
Yeah, deep.
So who, you're going to have Qui-Gon Jinn. They're like, that ain't my baby. That ain't my baby.
Not even that. Think about this. Think about this, because everyone's like, he said, if you strike me down, I will become you and more powerful. And everyone's like, oh, she didn't. Well, in a way, she did. Just because he didn't stop his own lightning, she redirected it right at him. So she has all the Jedi and all the Sith just all up in her.
All up in it. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
it's like, you ever see Twins, the movie? They took like the best of all the dads into one sperm.
I think she's going to have Freddy Krueger. I think that's what's going to happen.
What?
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Why Freddy Krueger?
Well, you remember that?
I mean, he was born he was a normal baby.
Yeah, he got burned to death.
His mom was, by all the crazy people, had like, a bunch of crazy people.
No, that didn't happen. Freddy was just a normal dude. He was just a janitor. They got caught up in some bullshit.
Yeah, he did. He liked kids.
Well, no, I don't think that's even been proven.
You know what? That was vigilante justice. They never had proof. Nope. So, yeah. So we'll maybe be in it. I guess that's it. He might be in it. Good story, guys. Great dump tonight. I'm sorry, I was not on my game.
Wow.
I want to watch
halfway here.
Real quick, though. I know you have to leave in a minute, dude. Mm-hmm. But real quick, new trailers this week, and I saw this gem of a movie. Oh, shit, I fucked that up.
Good job.
Oh, I was going to show the Fast 10 one.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Fast and Furious coming up?
A new 10 one with, what's his name?
How the fuck are you on this in this YouTube space and you're like, wait, there's the new Fast and the Furious movie?
With Jason Momoa. With Jason yeah, that's all you've been focusing on. That's all you've been focusing on. Well, okay, we'll play a couple seconds of it.
Punch it!
I'm already out.
You gotta punch it, baby.
Come on, man. You love this.
Have you guys ever been in any of these movies? I thought the first one was okay.
Oh, yeah, they're fun.
I mean...
And Tokyo Drift, because there was Asian broads.
Tokyo Drift was pretty badass. I like Han. He's my favorite character.
I like that Texan guy. He's limited because he can't get rid of that accent. So every movie he's in, he has to have the backstory.
Dude, the kid from the Tokyo Drift one.
Yeah. He was in one of my favorite movies. I forgot what it was called. Where
that was a good one.
This chick was pregnant with the and God sent the angels to kill.
Legion.
Love that movie.
Dude, I love that movie too. It does not get enough respect. High
Had
five.
Vision in it. High five. All right.
Yeah, bro. Vision was freaking Gabriel or something like that. He was one of the angels.
Yeah.
Hold up. I gotta check this out.
You've never seen Legion,
dude. Legion's really good, man.
Dude, when that old lady goes crawling on the wall, the ceiling.
Dennis Quaid's in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's check this out. Okay.
The Rock. I don't know his name. No, the guy who played it was an earlier TV show. Rock. No, he was in He was in Rudy. He was the black janitor.
Yeah.
We got a theme today, black janitors.
You could have just said janitor. You could have said janitor. There's only one there in Rudy.
No, Rudy was a janitor.
There was a couple janitors.
He was a janitor assistant.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Sorry, that was my whiteness coming out. All right.
But it's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
We'd already be there if Roman wasn't driving Ford.
He's in it too. Roman.
Yeah, Roman.
Okay.
Get out of there.
Who makes bombs like, what is it, a nuke? Like from the 40s? They can put them in suitcases now, and you got a nuke from the 40s. We'll get to one of my favorite parts. Where is it? Because Dom. Dom's a man.
I mean, once they started using cars as an extension of their body, catching people with the hood of the car as if that's safer than hitting the ground.
Totally
right.
Is.
Oh man,
how they do it.
I mean,
awesome.
I can't wait.
I just wonder how they did that. How many cars did it take them driving down that exploded dam to make that shot?
What's up, Zax? It's about family.
That's right. It's about family, Zax.
I miss you, Zax. I haven't seen you in a while, man.
Oh, I was on his channel a couple days ago. We had an amazing.
Why do you do that every time I say hi to somebody or talk? Oh,
Well, I'm just saying. We
He's
hung out. We talk about
YouTuber's
westerns. I am the YouTuber's YouTuber.
No, you're not. Everybody knows it's me. I was on Ryan's channel. He doesn't really invite people on that are below 100K, so I'm kind of special like that. Yeah.
Are you saying that you think Ryan is better than Zax?
Excuse me?
Well, because that's what you just said.
Oh, hold on. I got to show you guys something real quick.
He wouldn't even address it, man.
Nope.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Hold on. Hey, lovely Sherry, you still in the chat?
Yes.
Okay, this one's for you.
What?
Yeah, Walton.
Oh, hell no.
Looking good.
Oh,
Looking good.
Hell
That's awesome.
Sherry, no.
That's the way to end the show. Wait a minute. Let's get that. Let's just get that full screen. That's not me. No, that's me. Damn it. Let's get the bigger. There we go.
It looks like he has gas, but it won't come out.
Right.
Because he's bent over,
And he's really trying, but
He
it's
is
like
trying.
that straight leg bent over like this really hurts.
Yeah.
Why does my head always look fat? I don't get that.
Because you have a fat head.
I do not.
Like
have a
there's
fat
Ben Affleck fat head and then you.
Ah,
Like Ben Affleck would look at you and be like, that's a fat head.
I would never wear that.
Yeah. I know you. Come on.
No.
Maybe not the hat.
Well,
All right, guys, we got. Oh, you're gonna bounce. Okay,
yeah,
you
I
go
really got
first.
to bounce. Yeah, just check out my things. But
Thank you
yeah,
for showing
go
up,
ahead.
man. I appreciate it.
I would have been here on time, but I was deep in editing and I guess missed it. But yeah, go ahead and unbuckle those belt kittens because it's time to say bye. And if you're not being beamed up, you're being beamed down. Matt is the Mad King. The theme. Bye, guys.
Wow, that was powerful. That was powerful. See you later, man.
All right.
Good guy, Matt.
Yeah.
Good guy. So yeah, that is you. I don't know if you've seen that before, but that's you again.
No, it's not.
Right there. Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on.
It's
Why
like
Sherry?
almost like every step you have hemorrhoids or something. You know?
That's
Like a lot of them too.
I'm in better shape than that. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's try this a little bit different.
okay.
I'm gonna take myself out of this one. Hold on one sec.
But thank you guys so much for being here, and please smash the like, share the link, and whatever platform you are. Oh my Lord, what is going on? Why are you doing this to me? This is not me. What do you do? My head is not that big. I am not. Listen, those are not horns of power. I don't know what that is, but it ain't me. And listen, I can't hail the wall bearing.
Sparking fact.
This ain't got nothing to do with me. This ain't me. This is what I do. First off, I would
It's
dress
you.
better.
It's you.
I have better things to do with my life than put a corset on and go dancing around with some fat-legged heels on and some shit like that.
That's the sad thing. You won't even you look like that, but you won't even put in the time to look good like that. That's sad. That's sad.
I got better things to do with my life.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yep.
I can't. I feel violated.
Well, say thank you to the lovely Sherry, because
God damn it, Sherry.
he looked like that after I left Florida.
Holy shit, Zax! You never even see me. You didn't take the time to come walk with me, hold my hand, nothing. You didn't even. We did no visit, no.
Why would he hold your hand?
Well, I mean, shake my hand. Shake my hand. You know,
You said hold though.
I'm a little frazzled right now. I
Yeah.
didn't understand. He didn't visit me. He was right the next town over. Yeah.
Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you all for your memberships. Special guest to read them is Joel Rogan.
Spoon Level, Katina Martin, Small Time Republic,
I
Glinzer,
gotta
Michael
update
Wolf,
these.
Biggles_Mets, McKinney Draws, Sean Estep, Pops, Zax, Fork Level. What about Dontarius, Boosh McFadden, Release Thamma Kraken, also Miwan, Kitty Bear, Soul Assassin, AI Privilege, Tina Boyan, Biensutter, Monkey Jeebus, Ben Hennigar, Mr. Grant Gregory, Eric K. Sporker Level, E. Clay Thomason. Thank you all for your memberships.
That's some bullshit.